LoreWarrior Aerotech, PHX-HK2 Phoenix Hawk LAM. Overview. Prior to the fall of the Star League, many firms experimented with the LAM concept. Allied Aerospace Incorporated began two such research projects, one involving the Shadowhawk and the other involving the Phoenix Hawk. The Shadowhawk tests proved to be a costly failure. The sheer size of the mech made it too difficult to convert. In 2830, the firm abandoned these tests to concentrate on converting the aerodynamic Phoenix Hawk. Within 2 years, the LAM version of the Phoenix Hawk was completed and sold to the Star League regular army. At nearly twice the size of the Wasp and Stinger LAMs already being marketed through the Innisphere, it was the largest LAM to be manufactured. The mech was not without faults. Its fighter landing gear didn't respond well due to the bulky conversion equipment. Even a minimal amount of damage could be fatal if it prevented the landing gear from lowering. Although some corrections were made, the problem wasn't resolved before the fall of the Star League. Most of the Phoenix Hawk LAMs still operative have this fault. Capabilities. The sheer size of this land-air mech makes it stand out from those previously produced. Though manufactured in small numbers, it's still regarded as a major breakthrough in conversion technology. Unfortunately, since the fall of the Star League and the bombing of the Allied facilities, this technology has become lost. Armed with an Amsterdam 120 large laser, this model would seem to be well protected. However, 3 months before the fall of the Star League, the Amsterdam series of lasers underwent a major recall due to overheating difficulties. As almost no lasers were replaced, most Phoenix Hawk LAMs have overheating problems with this weapon system. The Phoenix Hawk LAM's support fire capabilities make it a worthy opponent in all configurations. The Hartford S2000 targeting system can coordinate the twin medium lasers, Maxims, and the Sperry Browning machine guns into a number of multi-systems fire combinations. The net result is more firepower to wherever the pilot wishes. Finally, the Phoenix Hawk LAM is the only land-air mech with armour that protects the actuators during the delicate conversion process. Though this protection is minimal, it's better than nothing at all. Battle history. Of the 5 major houses, House Marek has the most Phoenix Hawk LAMs. This is because when the Star League fell, Marek forces discovered that a major supply depot on Borden contained the bulk of Allied Aerospace's land-air mech program. Although other houses stripped down damaged LAMs to support functional ones, the Free Worlds League has its own storehouse of supplies. Until recently, LAMs were rarely concentrated into any significant force. However, the actions of a single Phoenix Hawk LAM may provide some idea of this mech's potential. In 2938, Lieutenant Lisa Dobbins of House Marek took her Phoenix Hawk LAM into orbit over Fletcher, where House Lau were making some minor advances. While in the fighter mode, she signalled that her fighter was out of fuel, and near the approaching dropships of House Lau. In reality, this was a ruse to fool the Lau attackers. Several Lau aerospace fighters took her in tow as she claimed the right to surrender. Then, much to their surprise, her fighter converted into a battle mech as it was about to enter the dropship. Keeping under the fire elevations of the ship, she damaged the vessel's engine systems at point-blank range. Lau fighters dove on her, but they tore up more of the dropship than the LAM. She was the first mech warrior attributed with taking out a dropship single-handedly. Several Phoenix Hawk LAMs, owned by House Davian, took part in a raid on the Lau world of Tybalt during the summer of 2977. Their manoeuvrability and firepower made them prime recon units. They raided the areas behind the enemy forces, and when Lau forces engaged them, they flew away. In the battles for the Turland Highlands of Tybalt, this series of LAMs showed its worth as both air support and battlefield fighter. In a bold move against the Steiner-held world of Suk, House Kurita went and sent several Phoenix Hawk LAMs to raid the planet. Unfortunately for the Draconis Combine, the defenders were armed with weaponry that had long-range distance capabilities. The LAMs were wiped out almost to the last. This greatly reduced the number of Phoenix Hawk LAMs within the Draconis Combine, but House Steiner gained a treasure chest of new replacement parts for their few LAMs. Variants. The only known variant of this mech is a Marek version that replaces the large laser with a Holly LRM. The machine gun systems have also been removed. Notable mechs and mech warriors. Lieutenant Albert Amdecker. Amdecker was a Kurita aerospace pilot prior to the Battle for Suk in 3017. He was the sole survivor of his air lance and one of the few to survive the assault on the world. For his actions and observations on that world while under enemy rule, he was promoted to commander of the 14th Air Lance, 7th Regiment in the famous Sword of Light unit. Amdecker's Phoenix Hawk LAM is badly damaged and cannot convert into fighter mode until he receives replacement parts for a damaged left arm actuator. Lieutenant Howard Doodlebury. Lieutenant Doodlebury is currently assigned to House Davian Certis Fusilier's 8th Regiment and commands its Tiger Shark aerospace lance. His actions on worlds such as Hoth, Royal, Harrow, Sun, and Breed have earned him a reputation as one of the most skilled LAM pilots alive. He's a master at converting while under fire and at making the most of each mode. He changes his LAM's mode often to confuse inexperienced mech warriors on the battlefields.